Of course, we've got over 30 nationalities on board. Just a few of our flags here to represent those nations. From Romania to the Philippines, India to Brazil, England, Ireland, Wales, Georgia, Serbia, Indonesia, Ukraine, Montenegro. We really have got them all. But later on, of course, as you can tell, let's do it for our housekeeping team. Give it a nice big round of applause. Let's do it for your Borough Market team! Here we are, from the Borough Market. I recognise that hat from anywhere. We've got the housekeeping supervisors representing their students. Here they are. Oh, Ronald, your guest experience manager. Looking us a handsome tonight. We've got your reception team. Let's do it for your cutting team, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful cooks and chefs that work hard every single night. We've got your bar team! Here they are! The bar team in the house. We've got more housekeepers. We've got some tap holds as well. The shop boys are in tonight as well. Is there any more? Are they through? No, she's a guest. She's a guest. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's do a nice big round of applause for the crew of Ambience here at Sheer. Now, I would like everybody to shuffle forward. Keep shuffling, everybody shuffle. Every day I'm shuffling. That's it, there we are, lovely juggling. We can't be too far away because we're too far, that's it. Well, folks, firstly, I'm going to ask, have the crew served you well this cruise?
Yes.
Of course they have. They work ever so hard from morning, noon and night. Hopefully you've enjoyed the service of them and they've been treating you well and making sure you're having a lovely holiday with us. Now, folks, firstly, I should mention that tonight, when you go back to your cabin, you will get a form that you get, okay? It's going to give you loads of information and it's going to give you the opportunity to write down any feedback you've got for us, whether that be constructive feedback as well. We do welcome all types of feedback. It goes from 1 being the lowest score, you can give it a circle for various different departments, and then you can give it a 5 for the top marks. Now, one thing I do ask is if you're going to put anything other than a 5, that you don't fill it in. Okay? I'm only joking, of course I am. We know there are things that we can improve on. We know there's a few teething problems. Of course, we only launched about 16 or so months ago. We are going into a dry dock in November as well, which means hopefully the lifts, some things will get fixed during that time, okay? So we will promise to try and do as much as we can to improve your stay. Of course, we're not the biggest ship with all the bells and whistles. We haven't got a wave machine or a climbing wall. However, maybe if we put the buffet at the top of it, we might get some action on the climbing wall, you never know. However, I think you'll agree with me here as well. It's sort of on this ship, it's got that home from home feel, and it's also got one of the hardest and friendliest working crew on board the sea. Ladies and gentlemen, nice big round of applause. There's a lovely bunch of people who work ever so hard to make sure you have a wonderful cruise with us. Now, I'm going to ask, of course, the only way for us to grow as a business, as a company, and as a cruise line, is to make sure that we're, trying to reach out to more people. That involves all of you. If you're having a good time, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbour, tell the guy on the bus, do whatever you like. But I do ask, would you recommend us to a friend or family?
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, please do that. I do ask you to do that. And I also ask, if you can, and I've seen the feedback forms you get, there's some spaces where there's not too much space to write down people's names. Now, what I do ask is that you find somewhere in the corner, anywhere you like, and give us some feedback as to who has stood out for you. Perhaps it's one of your receptionists who stood out and helped you out with a certain situation. You had an issue with your cabin and they fixed it and they did a great job. Perhaps it's one of your entertainers team who stood out for you and have done a great job. You've really enjoyed their entertaining skills. Perhaps it's someone from the shops, someone from the spa, someone from the photography team, the housekeeper, the bar. It could be absolutely anyone, okay? But please do write it down, their name, because head office, Ambassador Cruise Line, they then get all the information, it gets typed up, every single thing written on your forms gets typed up onto the computer, sent to them, sent back to the ship, sent to all the heads of departments, and then we tell our team all this information. And I think the right way to do it is to recognise when people do a great job, and we can only do that with your feedback. So please tell us who has done a great job for you this cruise. But folks, we are here as part of a tradition because we like to do 3 cheers, and the first cheer is going to be for all of you, our wonderful guests, because without you, we'd be out of a job, to be honest with you. So that's the first cheer for all of you for coming back time after time. So there's a lot of you out there that have been on this ship once, twice, 3 and maybe more. If you've been on this ship before, give us a little woo. There you go. For your first time, give us a yeehaw.
Yeehaw!
Well, we hope to welcome you back once again as well. The second cheer is going to be for all of our hard-working crew who work up from the very early hours and are working till the very late hours as well. The second cheer is going to be for all of them, as well as all the people around the ship that are not on the stage with us tonight. And the third and final cheer is going to be for the lady herself, the flagship of Ambassador Cruise Line, Ambience. Now, we know she's got a bit of a wobble, okay, we know she's got a few creaks, we know she's got a few age issues. However, we love her and may she sail for many more years, and may she get us to Tilbury safely. I don't know anything, by the way. We are going to get there okay, so don't you worry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, the first cheer for all of you, our guest crew. Come on, let's hear you. Hip hip! Hooray! The second cheer for all our hard-working crew. Hip hip!
Hooray!
And the third cheer for the lady herself, Ambience. Hip hip!
Hooray!
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a nice big round of applause for the crew of Ambience! Off you go, back to work. Thank you, Roy. It's good to have you back, my friend. Here we go, our flag wavers. Ladies and gentlemen, keep that round of applause going for the crew of Ambience! We did that because we know tomorrow night you're going to be packing, you're going to be very, very busy because it's your final evening tomorrow night. But we've got a great show for you then, but it's more about tonight. Now, I've actually spoken to a few people at the end of the first show, and some people have come back to watch it again because it was that good. Can you believe that, folks? Ladies and gentlemen, who's excited for the show tonight?
Yay!
Well, for good reason, as showtime is now starting. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for West End Wonders.
Miss Saigon, a story based on Madame Butterfly, telling the tragic tale of a doomed romance involving an Asian woman abandoned by her American lover.